开始。
Hello everyone, today I'm going to give us information speech, which I'm going to introduce a book. I'm pretty interested about it. So before we start it, I have one question. What is the history? I think this question may be pretty simple because everyone since we were young, especially for Chinese students, we have learned a lot of history from when I was childhood, and it's pretty similar with we learn English. We remember the name, the location, the time, the meaning of the history, and what's gonna happen for the history. We have a lot of tests. So although I know history is pretty boring, but when the teacher talks a story with some funny sentence, it's gonna be pretty interesting. So today I'm going to introduce the book. It's related to the history. It's called History in the Sicong. So the reason why I suggest this book is because first, it's a Chinese book. It's pretty easy for me to read, and also the second one is it has the opposite view about traditional history. So what is the opposite view about the history? Here I can give you a pretty easy example. The example, this famous story is well-known story called Jin Ke established the king of Qin. This story is pretty famous in China is because it's described a hero, and his name is called Jin Ke. Here's his picture and the king of Qin. So here's man called Jin Ke, and his country gonna be destroyed by the king of Qin. So to protect his country, the people suggest him to kill the king of Qin at one day. So although he finally lose, he missed the mission, but people said Jin Ke is a great hero. People made a song for Jin Ke. The winds blows, the river frozen, the hero falls, never to return. This is Jin Ke. He's a great hero because he can go to Qin by himself, and he has the ability to do this stuff. But in this book, the author gives us opposite view about Jin Ke. The author says Jin Ke is not a great hero because he did not have the spirit to complete this mission. Like everyone likes to conform the traditional history is because why I think he is a hero, because it says in the book, right? So the reason why Jin Ke missed this mission is because Jin Ke is also a hero. If he killed the king of Qin pretty easily, so nothing gonna happen. But Jin Ke also want to survive, so he did not kill the king of Qin. He trying to catch the king of Qin so that he can survive, and also he can protect his country. Although he lost, he catch the king of Qin before he catched by the soldier. So he missed the mission, and his country has been destroyed by the king of Qin. So I have an opinion about that. I think a person's personality needs to be displayed through thinking. So as we were growing, here's three things that I think everyone did. The first one is taking the past opinion out of by others. And the second one is repeating what others have said. And the third one is thinking about questions that other has already been given the answer. So I think these three things, like people have to do it a lot of times, we don't have our own thinking. We just repeat what the others did and repeat what others thinking. So conclusion, in my opinion, I suggest this book is because he can give us the opposite view about some traditional history, and I think it's also the trying to practice us like how to grow, because I think to thinking a stuff or thinking a thing in an opposite way, it's gonna be improve us in a high level. As we know that since we were growing, we don't believe Saint Christmas anymore, right? So if we think in an opposite way, we're gonna be growth, and we're gonna prove a lot. Thank you so much.